Welcome as we continue deep diving into universal truths, pictographs, imagery, symbolism, and we're doing it via the zodiac. We're following the sun degree by degree, looking at the Sabian symbols. Today we're on Taurus Scorpio 12. Thanks for joining me. Here we go. Taurus 12, a young couple window shopping. In a sacred precinct, many prayers tied around rocks hanging from trees. A very old elephant. A stream of visitors viewing ancient artifacts. Idlers going wherever the river takes them. The stone for Taurus is window quartz crystal, and it is defined as a quartz window crystal. At the end of the termination of a crystal, if there is a diamond shape, that is the window. It's called a seer's stone. It helps people locate missing objects and people. It helps you see the truth of a situation. It's a powerful teaching crystal, but you must be willing to accept the truth of yourself. It stimulates healing of any disease. It's used to read the aura to get to the understanding of it, and that's how it helps heal it. Okay, I've got a note on here, so we'll talk about this. The 12th degree, and forgive me, I do not remember where I got this information, but it seems relevant and we're going to talk about it. It is a degree where we learn to let go of the burdens of our fears and worries and to have faith that the universe is perfectly set up to assist us in our growth. So that's all 12th degrees. This is the Cinderella Cross in all the fixed signs. This is the Cinderella Cross. This is an outward degree. The previous one was inward. Now we are swinging to the opposite end and it is outward. It is almost like the eye looking out at the top of the pyramid, in that ego is saying, I want to be. And it's looking out to see, how can I be? How can I take what I am innately and become part of society in a successful way? One of the thoughts that is brought up here, and it's just so beautiful, it's from Sandbach, just such a poetic writer, is that seeds have the scientific formula behind them, and also nature, that there's a specific way that they are meant to grow, and that we should look at prayers in the same way. So a beautiful concept to consider. We're craving outside direct participation in society, but we want to do it at our highest level here. In a masculine way, we're outward, masculine way, being the best we can be. And when you think about what your best attributes are and what you see going on in society, it helps you formulate a plan. So visualization, but more in a masculine way. Let's take a look at Scorpio 12. A brilliant assembly of dignitaries at an official embassy ball. A woman with a collection of rocks shaped like hearts. A young man with a frail body but beautiful and noble face. On a platform in the sky, two people waltzing. Rising through earth, water, and air, a traveler exploring. The stone for Scorpio 12 is blue diamond. So it's got the attributes of a diamond, but with some added twist to it. And here we go. It provides faith, trust, helps you protect against misunderstandings and unnecessary fights. So it is helpful in relationships. It provides a state of grace in the highest vibrational form. It is a natural semiconductor, and I wasn't sure what that was, so I took a look at it. And here is the definition of a semiconductor. It controls and manages the flow of electric current in electronic equipment and devices. Its substance lies between conductor and insulator. Most diamonds are insulators, so this one is very powerful in that it conducts electricity, but it also insulates you at the same time. So I found that to be very interesting. After reading about this degree, the overarching theme that I have come up with is peaceful warrior. This degree has an obsession to get to the bottom of whatever catches its attention. And it's something that keeps coming back. And it's like an itch that cannot be scratched until you get to the bottom of it, and you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. You're looking for patterns and synchronicities. Our obsessions yield our secrets. Whatever it is you're obsessed about, if you follow it and you keep following it and you keep following it, eventually you get in touch with your spiritual self, which is what this degree is after. And once that happens, you can release the things that you were obsessed about. And I would say that this has the energy of being a hoarder, but a spiritual one. One that is looking for the truth, aware of differences, like you notice differences very strongly here. Contrast between what is the spiritual high and what is holding it back. And you want to get rid of that density so that you can get to the spiritual truth of things. So the shape of a heart is strong here. Kindness goes a long way here. High-ranking dignitaries. This degree employs a lot of diplomacy, or I think that that's the strategy for this particular degree, because it feels like we're going to come up against limitations. The usual methods may not work to go through it, and we're not to retreat from it, and we're not to feel beat down by it, but we're meant to transcend it. Like the young man with a frail body but a noble face. So he's not a warrior in the sense that, you know, he's going in a fighting ring. He's going to do it through the power of his mind. Through his noble thoughts, he becomes victorious. On a platform in the sky, two people waltzing. That is tapping into the higher power of your spirit, of the spirit of other people, and winning through love, through the higher mind. The rising through the earth, water, and air, rising through matter, and becoming a traveler. You know, that's astral travel, but it's also breaking through material world to get above, to rise above, to see what you need to see in order to get a lay of the land and transcend it. There's a deep need to transcend. Seeing people and situations at their highest level, like at an embassy ball, people are dressed up in all their finery. They've got all their medals on. It's meeting people at your best and their best. So to be the peaceful warrior, when we see the limitations that the physical realm has on the body or the situation, the way through is up. In the higher mind, connecting with God, waltzing with God, and that spirit can transform any matter. Believing that. And that's the way through on this one. Focusing your intent, respecting your obsessions, and following them, because following them means you're following to find your true self. They're drawing us closer and closer to who we truly are. So that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Until next time, take care.